5, 4. +17, děti, běžte spát. Jo. Tohle to není pro kinder, jo? Hlásy.
Explore our worlds.
Meet the devs. See the games.
Join us.
Tak. Let's go.
Illegal painting spreading subversive and hostile messaging over the last few weeks.
Tohle je z Watch Dogs
are
Legions,
not the
jo.
work of several people as was originally believed, but the work of an individual. The criminal suspected to have links with the terrorist group Delta is masked as to be dangerous. Authorities recommend not to approach the individual.
First, they came for the foreigners, and I did not speak out because I was not a foreigner. Then they came for the protesters, and I did not speak out because I was not a protester. Then they came for the journalists, and I did not speak out because I was not a journalist.
Kámo, to nemůže být asi úplně in-game, tohle to ne. To ani cinematic tohle snad.
And then they came for street artists, but I did not speak out because I am not a street artist.
Tak kvalita jakoby je vážně zvláštní, já přemýšlím takový ten divný grain, který to přes všechno.
For me, and there would be no one left to speak for me.
Jasně. Tohle je prostě malý příběh jednoho z těch frajerů, za kterého budete hrát, no víš, no. Jaká by to svíč na teda. Vypadá jako Octane z Apexu, yes. Pravda.
All right, so we're in a total mess now, so let's get the hell out of here.
Aha.
And there's nothing more debilitating than that. Right. This way, not to be able to do what you're passionate about.
After a long night, London is in chaos. The main arteries through the city.
Takže hrajete za teroristu. To je příjemně.
Well, well, well. Welcome to the Resistance. Here's a welcome gift for our new members.
But the disappearance of the criminal.
You could have told me it was a bloody costume party.
Try it on.
The new key suspect has been identified as David Ford, a 43-year-old London taxi driver. He has no criminal record, but is currently believed to be a terrorist. People have been asked not to approach him. The authorities advise all residents.
OK, to vypadá dost zajímavě. Jako mini filmeček pěkný, teda, mi se to líbí. Co čete?
Clint has been a long-time creative force here at Ubisoft, and now he's bringing this vision to Watch Dogs Legion.
So yeah, what we just saw was an amazing short film by the director Alberto Mielgo that was inspired by Watch Dogs Legion and looks at the game and the universe and the characters through his incredible artistic vision and visual style.
The city needs a resistance.
Like the film, Watch Dogs Legion tells the story of ordinary heroes setting aside their differences in order to come together as a collective and to fight for a positive change. You can literally recruit and play anyone who you see in the open world. You profile people that are interesting to you, you help them with their problem, you play their origin mission.
Just help me get some closure and I'll do whatever you want.
Sounds like a DedSec problem. Leave it to us.
And that's how you recruit them into your team, and then they become the heroes of the game and the stars of your story.
And what are you doing in my flat? You with
Tam
Albion?
nemůže být nic mezi tím,
Please, think more underground.
You with Albion?
I'm tickled, but think more underground.
What, DedSec? Yeah, right, and I'm Che Guevara. You're done.
And they make the story not only, unique to them, but unique to you as the player and personal to you because they're, heroes that you've chosen and invested in. What would I say to fans? I guess I'd say, take care of yourselves, stay safe. Welcome to the Resistance.
Je fakt, že to přichází v blbou dobu, protože Cyberpunk bude všechny stylovat.
A modern metropolis. Built on history and prosperity. Only took 12,000 years to build it up, and one night to tear it all down.
Oh my god.
A tohle už je in-game. Yes.
Get all your units to move in and lock down the city.
With London under attack by a mysterious terrorist, the government turns to a private military company called Albion to keep everyone safe. What could possibly go wrong? Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Nigel Cass, CEO of Albion. He's kindly stepped up to establish order.
Understand this. I will not allow anyone, not even myself.
Dobrý fakt, kdy tohle má vycházet vlastně vůbec?
Nothing to permanently control the city.
London will be the first city in the world to be made truly safe.
Nigel's not the only opportunist who's taken a liking to this fair city.
To je blbej ten, no.
Meet Mary Kelly, head of the most powerful crime syndicate in London.
Be sure and spread the word.
She and her goons are using the dark web to sell everything from party pills to people.
This microchip is scary, I know, but I got to keep tracks on my merchandise, don't I?
You made me a slave.
You do not want to ruffle her feathers. With the city out on its arse, it now falls on you to build a resistance and take back London.
All right, everyone. Faces on, guns out.
Any of the brave Londoners you see walking the streets can be recruited into your team. Like him. Her.
Nice.
Or even her. Everyone could become
Tady je zajímavý prostě to, jak se můžete rekrutnout kohokoliv, no. Ale je to otázka.
We need to get some dirt on Nigel Cass, and that means breaking into Albion headquarters inside the Tower of London. All the hardy souls you see here are people we have recruited from the streets of London. They all have unique abilities, and you're free to tackle this mission with whoever you like.
Dear God, my eyes. Badly. Zip up, get to work, and let's never talk about this again.
Bych tam postavu, já budu ten plešatý důchodce, co byl nahoře.
Like everyone in DedSec, Arthur can hack pretty much whatever. But as a construction worker, he has a particular set of tools that make him handy.
Ty krás.
He can even call his own cargo drone.
No tak toto je třeba jako úplně awesome, jo.
Perfect for gate crashing.
Wow.
When you're not invited. And who needs a regular old gun when you have a bloody nail gun?
Come in, you soidoid shitboard. Jesus Christ, what is that thing?
Perhaps we could approach this mission differently. If you'd rather keep your distance, we've got you covered. Amy is a drone expert.
What have we here?
A real tech connoisseur.
Hate spiders, but love this one.
What an adorable creepy crawler.
Here we are. Let's class the place up.
A drone expert does have the unique ability to summon their own drone. This little darling is fast and stealthy.
She aims, she fires, she hits.
I'm reading incoming drones.
She can also hack enemy drones, turning the tide in her favor.
Yes,
and if you are not into direct confrontation, there are more ways than one to get the job done. Recruiting an Albion officer like Brielle here might be challenging, but it'll get you inside restricted Albion areas.
Don't mind me, just doing recon for a bunch of insurgents.
However, do anything suspicious and she'll probably wind up with a bullet in the back of her head.
Approved for entry.
We're missing the human element here. I can get the defense minister on the line right now.
If you feel you must.
Je to předražený, ale musím to mít.
Ariane, děkuju, brácho.
Criminals running our streets, illegals threatening our families, the police commissioner himself, assassinated by terrorists.
Well, that seems to be enough evidence. Next up, we're crashing Mary Kelly's organ farming operation and putting a stop to it.
That's good. The buyers expect high
organ farming.
And we need a hard nut for this.
Impairing our frontal lobe again, are we?
Bags, don't disturb me in my natural habitat.
Say hello to Mickey. The man lives for his team.
Ahoj, Mickey.
That put another hair on my chest.
And doesn't mind getting his hands dirty. He does have a slight drinking problem, though. And he's passed out. We'll come back to him.
Nebo jste úplně jak Mickey, no.
You know what? Let's go with someone a bit more professional. It's almost crass to call him a hitman. Some might even call him an artist.
Kámo, přesně jak říkám, ta hra nemůže být průměrná. To bude prostě úplný odpad, anebo to bude absolutně geniální.
Here's the bastard responsible.
Jako ta možnost to udělat 100krát je skvělá.
Not bad if I do say so, innit?
Not everyone in London is a legendary assassin or a super spy, but everyone can be a hero. So get out there, find the best recruits, and build your resistance.
Jinak Ubisofty jsou přetížený, no. Nefunguje jim nic teďko. Nefunguje ani Uplay teďko.
It's time to venture into the hyperscape.
Můžu prosím počkat dostat přístup do prdele? Oni prostě neudělali přístupy pro střední Evropu, ty vole, pro nás. To je fakt taky, ty vole, jak přístup. A je prostě o ničem, a tak má to propojení s chatem, že jo?
In the hyperscape. That's not supposed to be there. Let me get you all up to speed, okay? About 30 years ago, everything that we feared about our future started to come true. We made some good decisions. We made some bad decisions. Actually, we made a lot of bad decisions.
Já jsem dostal droba, nehrál jsem to, tak nejsi na český IP adresy tím pádem. Sterak to třeba má, protože byl v Německu, nebo bydlí v Německu.
But the people at Prisma changed everything. They gave everyone a way out. The hyperscape. In the hyperscape,
Okay.
the biggest draw by far is Crown Rush. This is where anyone can become someone.
Já si připadám, proč je to prdele dneska tak standardní mít 100 hráčů v tom BR? Proč ne třeba 1000, jako by teďko budu upřímnej? Je vás hodně 150, jo? Tak proč jakoby nejít o level dál, když dneska to ty servery zvládnou, že jo? Vlastně přijde, že 100 už je dneska málo, kde na takovýhle hry. Tak nějak 1000, tak řeknu třeba 250, prostě to je jedno, jo.
It can change your life. But strange things have been happening lately. Rumors of people getting hurt.
To je moc pěkný promo, to jo.
Users disappearing from the real world. A darker secret lies at the heart of hyperscape. And we have to find it. Some of us are searching for a way up. Some of us for a way out. And for others, a new way altogether. That's what brings us to the edge of the future. To the hyperscape.
Ha! Valhalla?
Alright. We know you've been waiting to hear more about
Let's
this
go!
game since it was announced back in April.
Let's go!
And now it's time for a deep dive into the world of Vikings.
Let's... Všichni alt up sem.
Producer of Assassin's Creed Valhalla. So a couple of weeks ago we announced Assassin's Creed Valhalla and the reaction from the fans was just amazing. The time period of Vikings is really, really inspiring. When we did our research, we found that, you know, they were not mindless barbarians. Vikings were actually farmers trying to find new lands for them to settle. And so they had really human motivations. So for us to have this opportunity to tell kind of the real story about Vikings and kind of separate ourselves from the myths and the folklore is really something that drove us to make this game. The team went to Norway and England to take the same roads that the Vikings did, to really experience what it meant to be a Viking at that time. And then leaving Norway, which is barren but majestic, and just coming by boat in England and see those rolling green hills full of sheep, full of life, is just this moment that most likely the Vikings felt as well. You need to see this land of opportunity. And this is exactly the feeling we want players to experience in this game. It is a personal adventure, you know, it is the story of Eivor, a Viking chieftain. Eivor is either a male or a female. You decide when you start the game.
Okay.
They will have to leave Norway to settle in England because you just can't live in Norway anymore. There's too much political pressure, no resources available. Obviously, in England, it's full of Anglo-Saxons and other people, and they don't really want you there. So you will have to fight your way there to kind of build your own settlement and see your clan prosper.
Prostě popušuju do zítra, no, klasicky.
Vikings were brutal warriors.
Shields!
And the fact that they were mastering a lot of weapons coming from the medieval times really inspired us to kind of revamp the fight system, to leverage the brutality and the intensity of Viking combat. Vikings were not only fighting face-to-face, they were masters of stealth and deception when needed. They used basically any sort of tactics they could use to win the battle. So we want to portray the full range of combat that you can imagine coming from the Vikings. We are very happy to finally be able to show you the game we've all been working on. So please enjoy this deep dive into Assassin's Creed Valhalla.
Let's go. Tohle je in-game, jo? Přímo teda.
In In Assassin's Creed Valhalla, you will relive the epic saga of the Viking invasion of England. You play as Eivor, a Viking from Norway, who will lead his or her battle-hardened warriors across the North Sea to the British Isles. Eivor is driven by an ambitious goal, to build a thriving Norse settlement in a hostile land.
For the good of our clan, it is time we go a Viking. Today we raid, that tomorrow we may build.
Tak vypadá to jak Odyssea nebo líp,
čete. Tangle of broken kingdoms and warring dynasties, a land of opportunity and riches. As you prowl England's rivers by long,
nevypadá to vůbec
you may
špatně.
raid locations you spot from the shoreline.
Stejně.
Ground your
Okay.
ship and blow your horn to lead your raiding crew into battle.
Je tak ani teďko nejde 60 FPS.
Your crew will assist you in all your raids, fighting enemies, battering down doors, and stealing cargo too heavy for one set of arms. Whatever riches and resources you pillage may be used to develop your settlement, giving you access to useful services, better tools, and new settlers. At the heart of your settlement is the Alliance map. It will serve as a record of the allies you have made, and a guide for future opportunities. The Viking Age was a time of warriors and legends. In Valhalla, you will find the largest variety of enemies ever assembled in an Assassin's Creed game.
To zní actually zajímavě. To zní actually
Every
zajímavě.
archetype offers a unique challenge. Some will coordinate with their allies for special attacks, while others will use nearby objects to their advantage, including the bodies of fallen warriors.
Tohle je super.
To face these attacks, you must find and exploit your opponent's weaknesses to gain the upper hand. Take the fight to your foes with a host of brutal new combat abilities. Snare them with the Viking harpoon. Pummel them with throwing axes. Incapacitate them with the new stun system to keep them at a distance. Or finish them off.
Já tomu nevěřím, ten kombat vypadá fakt dobře, ale jakoby fakt dobře.
Dual wield any two
Wow.
weapons you wish to unleash a deadly combination of attacks.
Já říkám, že to bude fakt stejný jako Odyssea. On to vypadá fakt dobře.
Your fighting style as you see fit and become a legendary Viking warrior.
No není to stejný, že jo? Je tam výrazně víc možností.
All combinations of weapons are available to dual wield, including 2 shields.
2 štíty. Ježiš. Dobře.
Not all situations
Tak,
call for
a stealth,
violence.
prosím.
In this new land, a Viking must find a way to adapt. As Eivor is not welcome in England, you may need to outsmart your enemies, avoiding unwanted attention in towns and bustling cities. Use Eivor's hood and cloak to blend with crowds, and slip past watchful eyes, an unseen hunter among the people. From capital cities and villages
No,
to the
stal
dense
teda nic
forests and
moc.
rolling hills of England, exploration is vital to keeping yourself sharp. You must feed off the land if you hope to endure. Hunt and forage to replenish your health and fortify your equipment.
Tohle vypadá úžasně, ale otázka, jaké bude
Search pagan
kombat.
temples and Roman ruins for new activities and challenges to
Jasně.
strengthen yourself and your settlement. The more you explore, the more of England's secrets you will reveal.
Ravens, shoot! No mercy!
But as you push deeper into England, the enemy will push back. In a series of climactic moments, Assassin's Creed Valhalla will feature massive assaults in which you will lead Eivor's army into battle against heavily guarded Saxon fortresses.
Today we will reclaim her.
Dobývání pevností zní zajímavě.
For your land. And tomorrow we rebuild.
For Easter.
Assassin's Creed Valhalla will transport you to wondrous and haunted lands, inspired by Norse myths and England's pagan roots. It will challenge and surprise.
Thank you,
with unforgettable characters, thrilling triumphs, and tragic losses, giving you the chance to live your own Viking saga.
Okay. Tak, naprosto upřímně, vypadá to fakt skvěle, ale s Assassin's Creed to má vůbec nic společného. Ten kombat vypadá moc pěkně, vypadá to spíš jako Zaklínač 3,5 prostě. Jako... samozřejmě se špatnou hudbou, jako jo, ale... Pokud to bude dobrá hra, proč ne? Proč ne, ty vole? Počkej, a to je všechno. Žádný Far Cry.
I hope you will have enjoyed what you have seen today. But before ending this show, we have one more thing to share with you.
Yeah. Let's go. Takže poslední kousek, jo. Jo, Giancarlo Esposito. No, je to Far Cry. To je naprosto jasný. Mně se líbí ty feels z těch Narcos v tom. Že když to působí jako Narcos, tak by to actually mohlo mít dobrý příběh.
Ale musím to mít.
No, tohle je krásný prostě. Sara Garcia taky myslím, že hrála v Narcos. Nebo hrála v Narcos. Kámo, tohle je insane trailer. Ty kráso. Yes, je to tu. Tohle je super trailer. To se mi fakt povedlo.
Fuerzas ultrapenetrantes, estamos cansados de los farsantes de
Můžeme prosím gameplay?
It's beautiful, amigo. Perfect, but useless. I have something for you.
Ty vole,
Give me your hands.
To je gas Frink, čete. To je gas Frink.
Papa.
Now, the grenade is simple.
Yes,
it has 4 basic parts. The shell.
Ten záporák z Breaking Bad.
The fuse, the handle, and of course, the pin.
Ty krávo.
What are you doing?
Breathe. The pin simply holds the handle in place. It is only when you let go that this grenade goes boom. Follow me. Now. I am El Presidente, which means that someday you will be El Presidente. And our people, they do not know how to be happy. They are torn apart by opinions, noise, indecision, strangled by their own freedoms. And even if you have love in your heart, even if you want what's best for them, if you only want to save them from themselves, they will hate you, Diego. Everything you say, do, believe, will be wrong.
Kámo, konečně jednou záporák, který actually vypadá a zní jako záporák.
They will answer you with screams. Call you evil. A monster. And give you this. So you tell me, are you evil? Are you a monster? Because our country is like this grenade, except it has two basic parts. Our people and you must clutch them nice and tight, or we all go boom. You understand now? Prove it.
Ale, takže to je až příští únor. Spousta času. Jdu hrát ostatní Far Cry. Cool. Konec. Nějaký závěr? Jako třeba... Ježišmarja. Ty vole, Ubisoft. Typický koncovky. OK. Takže nějak to uzavřeme. Vypadá to velice zvláštně, ale Hyperscape si určitě zahrajeme. Neříkám, že zrovna zítra, já upřímně fakt nevím, jestli se mi zítra chce být live, protože prostě mám jakoby v plánu jiné věci, ale možná, že bych zítra mohl být okolo 2., 3. live a dáme Hyperscape. Názory? Jedna věc. Druhá věc. Assassin vypadá úžasně, ale není to Assassin. To je druhá věc. A třetí věc, Far Cry vypadá jako hra, která by mohla mít actually velice zajímavý, vážný příběh. Ta 6 vypadá fakt dobře prostě, jo. Takže proč ne? Proč ne? Za mě takhle prostě OK. Jakoby nevidím prostě v tom problém a řekl bych, že to teda byla actually velice dobrá konference. Až jsem jako skoro překvapený z tohohle toho. Takže asi tak, no.